So this is one of the few builds that I created, which is my YouTube logo that was carved out of wood, put on a plaque, and on the back of it, it has LED lights that only shine green and blue using my Arduino board. And to put the cherry on top, I have a sensor on the Arduino board that senses the light within the room so that this thing only turns on when I'm streaming. I know a lot of you guys know me as the tech guy who does a lot of tutorials, a lot of tips and tricks videos, but what you didn't know is that I am certified as a mechanical and electrical engineer. Okay, maybe not. But because I've always wanted to learn how to make my own customized builds, I saw an opportunity when I was watching a Mark Rober video where he advertised a 30-day course on Monthly. Now, if you don't know who Mark Rober is, let me fill you in. This guy is a big YouTuber. And when I mean big, I'm talking about almost 20 million subscribers big. Most of his videos have to do with some sort of building creation, which is extremely entertaining, which I do encourage you guys to go check out after this video if you guys haven't done so already. And recently he did a course on Monthly where he's able to pass on a lot of the knowledge that he knows of. That way we can learn how to make a lot of the cool builds that he does for ourselves. So I went ahead, I took the course. So in a nutshell, this is how it went. As you might assume, in 30 days to learn all the stuff that he knows is kind of congested. So basically every single day, he had a 1 hour to 2 hour video that you had to watch in order to keep up with the course. And then every 3 days, you had to submit some sort of assignment. Everything was set up into bite-sized pieces. So when we did the course, it was like you did the brainstorming, then you did the prototyping, which was on a piece of paper, and then you did the actual prototype, and then you did your final build. Now we repeated that process for 3 different builds, so you ended up with 3 different projects. Now, I don't want to spoil any of the topics that he went over or any of the processes or anything of that sort. But in a nutshell, we did 3 different themes depending on which project we were working on. And each project, it started off on the basics and then went to intermediate, and then it went to a little bit further than intermediate. But at the end of the day, it was doable. Even if you don't know anything about engineering, which someone like me, I really don't. I struggle to put stuff on the wall. So yeah, for me, it wasn't that bad. So definitely for somebody out there, it was actually very doable. And so for the first build, we ended up building something like this. And I know what you're thinking. This is a speaker box with PVC pipes attached to it. Well, you're not wrong, but it was a little bit more than just that. Now remember, it was based off a theme, so not everybody did the same thing. I ended up building a dog feeder because, as you guys know, I have a dog, which I absolutely adore. I wanted to create something that was able to feed her a specific amount of food every time it came to feeding. So what I ended up doing was that I have this PVC thick, I'm gonna call this the thick piece here. And with the thick piece, I could pour as much food as I want, and it goes down into a specific chamber, which holds a specific amount of food that Luna, my dog, would eat. Then when I turn this PVC pipe at the top, it circulates that specific amount of food and only that specific amount of food to the other side of this box, which then gets dumped into a bowl, which then my dog can eat. And I got this whole idea from a gumball machine because if you didn't know, that's how gumball machines work. And so that was my first build, and that was supposed to highlight like the mechanical engineering part of the course. And then we had my second build, which is this little plaque which hangs on the wall just like this. And this is my logo, which I had to cut out using a jigsaw. It's kind of complicated, it did take a little bit of time, but at the end of the day, I'm so happy. It looks just like the logo that I got from Fiverr. So it looks amazing. And then of course I added the LED lights around it, connected to an Arduino board, which, like I said earlier, it shines only green and blue to match my YouTube aesthetic. And on top of that, it's able to sense the light within the room so that it only turns on whenever I am streaming at night. So it's kind of cool. It kind of did take me a long time to build, but at the end of the day, it fit in with the second part of the course that we were taught. And for my third build, well, I wasn't able to finish it because I had a pre-planned vacation, which I ended up proposing to my longtime girlfriend. So I wasn't able to finish it. But what I was planning on doing was creating a sort of build that reinforced my posture. That way, whenever I'm sitting on my computer desk for a long period of time, I would not slouch my back over. And it was actually a magnetic piece that was connected to my back, to the chair, and that way it would keep my posture upright. And if I ever started slouching, it would shock me on my wrist. That way I know that, hey, I gotta stop slouching, I gotta sit up straight. So yeah, I didn't get to finish that build, but that's what I was planning on doing if I had a little bit more time. So is this course for you? Well, I'll leave you up to decide this. Mark Rober did not pay me or forced me to make this video. I just generally wanted to let you guys know because this is something I was doing on my pastime and I had a ton of fun doing it. So if you have some time on your hands, or if you just want to leap outside the box of what you already know, this is something I highly recommend you guys check out. And it's from one of the greatest people on YouTube. Like seriously, this guy does really good work on YouTube and his videos are a lot of fun. So if you haven't checked out his stuff, I highly recommend that you go check them out as well. Just make sure you come back to me sometime, you know, please. Well guys, that sums up today's video. Let me know if you guys have any questions about any of these cool builds that I made. Trust me, this was a lot of fun to make and I'm definitely gonna hang this up on my wall. Just need to figure out a spot for it, but it will definitely be on my wall. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. My name is Matthew. Thank you so much for watching, but as always, peace out.